All right. Section 9, second lap. B. Fires quietly burn. All right, let's start, shall we? Yeah, if you guys don't know, we've been just kind of translating the new event here. I have 20 chapters to do, so I got 11 more. It's 2 hours, so it's not bad. Hopefully, just each of them doesn't take like 40 million hours.踊るあの子は精神障害。潰すあの子は精神。じゃあ私はブランク。はどうしてこんな体質にそうしました。もうよしもいいんです。女性力も、それもどういうか知らないけど、私には他人に足を洗わせる趣味なんてないんですからね。踊るあの子は潰すあの子は。そして私は。So she's talking about Melt, right? That dancing girl has nerve issues. The crushing girl, Passion Lip, she has mental issues, lack of thereof, mental strength, because she's a child, right? Melt's Passion Lip is a child on the inside. And I am blank. Huh? Why am I this property? What is this 3 blank? I am Kaminashi? Kikaizo? Watashi wa blank. どうしてその体質に美形と生理はいいでしょう。強制と手術もいいでしょう。それでもどういうつもりか知りませんけど、私には他人の足を洗わせる興味なんてないんですから。Oh, yeah, I think it's because she's affectionate. Yeah, why do I have this property? It could have been logical and lawful. It could have been forceful. Forceful, if not. Okay, yeah. This is why do I have this property? I could have been anything else. But I don't know what you're trying to pull. But I'm not going to be washing other people's feet out of my as a hobby. Next up is going to places with Papa check. How are we going to do this? While we were heading towards this checkpoint, we've gotten a helper card. It says just like the first point, there's definitely a choice that we have to make now if we're going to use it now or later. Let's use it now, shall we? I agree. Even though if there's limitations to it, keeping it will probably be a waste. What was it? You brought her to an entertainment park center, right? Like, and you've got 81 points. So, what's the next plan this time? I think I'm gonna try an outdoor type activity, like camping. A complete different direction from the last time, but I think it's a good idea. Tenga 上がればこちらの正解だとわかるし、下がれば前回の方向を正しいと考える。Because if the points system goes up now, I think we were going to the right direction. If it goes down from the prior points, it means that the last activities we preferred was a better choice. It says now that you got the helper card at hand, have you already decided who you're gonna call? Ghostbusters, of course, but It says this time you definitely, definitely would recommend summoning that who has a father attribute for certain. Yes. It's going to be this person that has a image of a papa and an outdoor type. Who we summoning? An outdoor papa type. Geronimo! Oh yeah, Geronimo does have his son. Oh shit, that's right. Oh boy, Geronimo does have a son that's actually very intriguing to learn about. And he did get an MP upgrade, so he does play a certain role in this event. There he is, the G-Man, the legend, the quick up buffer himself. William Tell will probably be later, I think. God knows where, but probably. I say that. I know where, but, you know, don't worry about it. I see. So from the observation that I've seen so far, this person called Cosmodrop has dragged you into this little place, and she's enjoying herself. Is that what we have so far? That's quite correct. The Apache warrior of Geronimo. Apache tribe. Apache tribe of the warrior Great Geronimo. I want to just confirm. You are a father figure, correct? It's not just a second strike for us thinking that you have a child? Yes. You're quite correct. I indeed am a father. However, me being a father, I don't, it is quite mysterious how special of a help it can be. However, you being a father and experienced it already, compared to us who has no experience, we sincerely believe that in order to go through this trial, you'll be able to find the correct answer with your own eyes and opinion. That's why we called you in. ... I hope I can answer to your expectations. Of course. I've been summoned here, so I'll do my utmost best to support my masters any way I can. To enjoy outdoors. For us who've been living like that from the very beginning and communicating with nature on a daily basis. It's a natural thing, like it's breathing. So the opinions and ideas that I'm about to suggest are coming from that basics in mind. Even in a card status like this, I can still give you advisories and directions, so we should be perfectly fine of what we're going to do. To be perfectly honest, I excel on the outdoor side as well than any other. Because remember, Cadoc's magic specializes in anti-animalistic beast, right? Not beast of FGO or whatnot, just animal, right? Wild animals. Wild beast magic shenanigans. Maybe I can help out some way, somehow, though. Same to the right as well. I'm really excelled at leaving people wandering in the forest of wonder, like permanently for all eternity. You know, pretty good at that. I'll be counting on you, everyone. So let's head to the trial, aka walk through the white light. Welcome to the second checkpoint. So, where will you be taking me this time? I think we're going to change our direction. And I think an outdoor adventure might be good for you. I see. I will not be judging whether it's a good idea or a bad idea in this stage. So, please prepare to go out. I've already planned out a location and described a vivid image vividly through words through you, Master. Now it's all up to you. Leave it to me, sir. So where are we going? We fishing, we swimming, we diving, we hunting. What are we doing here? We're gonna be hunting buffaloes and shit. Keppa. Oh, we camping. Hundo. A forest, I see. A forest recreation of 1-to-1. Ah, it's a good forest. It's a good forest you've created, almost as good as the Karudia simulator type. It's so calming that fairies that are currently moving, I can feel their presence or smell them to be active. It says, of course, I'm not going to lose that stupid simulators you all have. I've put enough resources to make this real thing. A perfect race function. Damn. Low-key shots fired. This is a hidden jab. A perfect race operation requires a perfect resource. It requires a perfect resource management, which FGO don't got, because up top be wildin'. With that being said, I suggest that you all take a deep breath. You'll be breathing in something a little different from city side. You'd feel the growth of the trees that are right in front of you. At the same time, the breath of the wind of life being breezed throughout the past and the now. Even though you might not see it with your own naked eye currently, these little tiny denizens? Anyway, little ones, right? Little tiny existence that you cannot see with your own eye. Living together with many other living creatures, wrapped around in this entire ecosystem as a single living organism. And every one of them takes a deep breath to survive, to live. This goes same as a servant as well. You can only just you only need to just be conscious of it. Now, I suggest you try. So he's talking to Kazura. So she's just deep in, breathe out. It must be nice. Be in a nice forest. Yep. I definitely do feel like very relaxed for certain. Feels like my shoulders got lightened up and my head calm and collected. It says, 私はもっと上にある暗くて青い場所の出身なので、yeah, you mean moon cell? It says, yeah, I live and born in a location a little bit more high up, and it's always dark and blue place, you see? So I've never really consciously thought of locations like these or natural places like these in the first place. But I genuinely think it's a really great place to be. Apad, is this where you wanted to take me? Yep. It says, today we're going to be doing some party. We're going to be cooking. Doing some little fire action. Little bit of fire making, cooking with some marshmallows and shit. 幼い期から魔術の訓練についてに森で過ごすという強制されていた僕には大変なことなんだが、 どうやら臭いというのは生きるための行動ではなく、一般人にはある種の快楽でもあったらしい。Damn, cat, I've been living the tough life. So essentially, Kazuha is just like, is this where you wanted to take me, Papa? And said, we're going to be making a campfire, right? Essentially, we're going to be making a campfire, and we're going to be making essentially fire party, right? You know, do some s'mores and whatnot. But Kadok, it says, during my young age, I was forced as a magic, as my magical training and honing my skills, I was forced to live in the forest. And to me, it's something that's of a basic survival. But making a bonfire and making AKA campfire somewhat sort is not just for maneuver to survive, but to an average human or average people, it is a type of pleasure. Because remember, essentially, Kadog is saying Protag thinks that making a fire is fun. Kadog's like, as a kid, I needed that shit to survive. It says, I know I don't have to say this, Kazura, but you will be helping us as well, my dear. After all, that is one of the ways to have fun in these types of location. In order to create a nice bonfire, collecting dry leaves and sticks and what sort is a glorious event type of things that we all participate and enjoy. Is that so? Then, if it's just a little, I can be of help. Do you know the tips and tricks to collect? Do you know the tips and tricks to collect leaves and tiny sticks to create a bonfire? ただ目につく枝をすべて拾えば良いというわけではない。実は適質としたスキルとそうでもないもの。It says, yeah, you can't just pick up any sticks, right? You can't just pick up any sticks that your eye catches right away. There are certain sticks that you should definitely look forward to when creating bonfires / campfires. It says, I know, so yeah, it says it in parentheses, I know about it during my trips, you know, aka saving the world, but it says, I'll pick him up together with you while we learn together from him. I guess it can't be helped. So, what's the tips and tricks on picking these up? Oh, they don't even say it. Come on, bruh. I wanted to know. Oh, bruh, are we gonna fight? Nani? Put Cosmodrop as a starting member, please. Okay. Hey, don't rub to my fucking face that I don't have Cosmodrop. How dare you? How dare you? It says, I'll tell you how to... Oh, damn. Giving us the blessing of the gods. So what stats we get? Perfect roll. Normal damage, defense down. Anoshi. Oh, it's just, I like it says image. Enjoying picking up sticks. These guys are just an image, chat. Don't you worry. So, Pixie Finger, Sakura Eater, and AKA the Moon's mod, the Moon's Poopa? That Poopa? I think that's Poopa in English. Which is like a between a larva, it's like cocoon. Kokona. Kona? I can't remember. It's the second stage of the insects before they turn into butterflies. Sticks are fighting back. Hey, we're trying to have fun here. They're just, being mean. Are they like metapods? Yeah, it's like metapods. The moon's metapod, right? It'd be the easiest way to think about it. Oh, damn, that's fucked up. Is it like cocoons? Yep, cocoons and metapods. What the fuck is that? Oh, big ball. Just random over. Random over real quick. And let's be honest, we done that as a kid. We did some GTA stuff as a kid. Chapter 9, second lap B, part 2. All right, let's grab them, grab them! Grab them all! Hehehe. Hiroi. Pick up. All right, carry them. Carry. All right. Now to start a fire. Kadok, I think I'll give you the direction on that one. Setting a fire with a firestone like this, or, use flint and steel. Use these. I've already have a fire starter set just for you. What are you doing? Can't we just use magic to just make it happen? Well, that's easy to say, but think about it in a different direction for me. It says, doing something that you can technically pull it off with magic. Have you tried it without using magic? Have you ever thought of that concept? I don't think I have. Then you should experience it. A 魔術を使わなくともできる方法があまりにも簡単に一般化したからこそうちのような魔術は怯えて劣化してしまったんだが、まあそれは今関係ないか。So yeah, Cadog's like the fact that you don't have to use magic and it got so easy that anyone, even an ordinary person, can pull it off. I suppose because of that, our family type of magic has definitely dissipated and weakened significantly. But that doesn't matter right now, I suppose. I'll teach you how it works. Follow me. Bam! You see that? You see how the embers and flashes of light came to be? And all you need to do is just put those in near the super burnables, right? Whether it's like cotton or any other burnable things instantaneously. Put it underneath the quote-unquote camp unlit fire wood, and blow it in to make sure that it stays afloat. So Kazra is going, breathing it out. She's doing to get the fire going there. Oh, you got it. It's on fire now. We did it. Yippee! Then comes my turn. It says, do you see that leisure seat, aka plastic seat? If not, it's a location where you can just sit comfortably. It says, yeah, cooking meat on a campfire requires a different kinds of skill. Leave this to me. It says, thank you so much for the meal. Yum, 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 yum. Wow. It's so delicious, even though you just only cook them. It's quite mysterious, I do agree. Yeah, it's really cool. It's, yeah, you just only need, like, you really just need salt. That's it. It's just salt and just crisp and nice. Oh, but it's so juicy on the inside, brother. That's making me hungry. Mattari. It says, yeah, relaxation. It says, yeah, without a worry in the world, in the end, we too have enjoyed our campfire shenanigans, haven't we? Oh, damn. She go in bed. Little one tired. And by the way, every little one does that shit during a camp. They enjoy the activity so much that they forgot, they need to go to bed, and they can't control the, like, energy, maintenance, so they could, like, walk to their camp/tent to go to bed. So they'll just be like next to the fire, be like, oh, make sure the little ones don't fall into the damn damn campfire. I remember those. Pretty funny. It's very cute. I agree. It was very cute. 彼女に対する贈り物というだけではなく、彼女に対する贈り物だというわけではなくな。This is not just for a present or a gift for her as well. In actuality, humans should definitely live coexistent with nature in the first place. I wonder. できなくなったからこそ、その現代という考え法もできた。そうできなくなったからこその現代という考え法でもできそうだが。That's yeah, you can think about it very easily that because we no longer in modern age is able to sustain or possibly live through that. It says, I've thought about this before, my dear comrade, aka Kadok. It seems that your interaction with nature, I have some questions about it. Well, it's not a conversation that's worth having, though. I was constantly pushed anti-wild animal magic. Anti-beast magic. Wild animal magic / anti-beast magic. No. My household is full of researchers and, strict of sort. And as expected, even in this modern age, it's dwindling. Slowly but surely due to the commodities and modernization of the era. It says, it was like, what do you expect? Now, humanity these days, most of them have left the forest and living happily ever after. They don't even need or necessity of warding off beasts or animals is required. It says, even if there is, you don't even require magic anymore. There's much more efficient and better ways being constructed at towns and cities available for common use. It says in the very end, a necessity skill that was vital in order to survive, little by little has turned into a pleasure and enjoyment. It's personally I'm a little depressed. No, that's not the right word. more like disappointed of sort. But I'm not. But, well, it just feels like I feel like my efforts were being wasted in a magical direction that's no longer needed in this modern world. Don't worry about me. I'm just wallow in self-pity. I can understand that. As the era changes, the interactions between nature and humans have gone apart. I see. It says, yeah, the atmosphere of adults. These guys are talking boring shit. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna pass out, too. Huh? Protag. Protag! Protag! Huh? What's wrong? Obera, what's wrong? Why are you making that face? Emergency? To be perfectly honest, I've got an honest emergency SOS. She's sleeping. Me. Oh. I was wondering why I was wondering when it got so quiet. It seems that she fell asleep leaning onto your shoulders, Oberon. Well, technically on his back. There is some very cute fan art of this. Kind of roaming around in FGO. Highly recommend checking it out. I can give you one of the... I can retweet it, so if you follow my Twitter, you'll see the retweet coming very soon. I don't know if I can find it in time. Oh, son of a bitch, I can't find it in time. Oh, I think I liked it and not retweeted it to avoid minor spoilers. Oh, perfect retweet right there. I just retweeted it, chat. So that's currently what's happening to Cosmodrop. Essentially, Cosmodrop is leaning on Oberon's left shoulder, and Oberon can't fucking move. So he is calling us for SOS. And then Gordov goes, ha ha ha, why don't you just let her lend a shoulder for a bit? It says that can't, unfortunately that can't happen, unfortunately that can't happen. You have to understand, I'm quite popular when it comes to the fairy realm. It says someone as popular as I am put in a situation that can cause misunderstanding, a bad rumor can start up. Fairy King Oberon going on a date with a new princess candidate. Fairy couple that looks good together in a secret forest date. So honey Manamajichi, which is Castoria. It says, yeah, if some sort of a mistake or some silly rumor to go around and be spread, a half-ass mage that is so energetic and rambunctious, or fairies, fairy spirits and other caretakers. I don't know what sort of insults and I don't know what sort of insults and other accusatory things that I would be lynched into. 大丈夫。どちらかにしか話さないから起こすのもかわいそうだからその人よろしくね。顎の理解者側の良性が 後型理解者顔の精霊。Ooh. What, Titania? No. What other spirit? What other fairy? Is it Morgan? 赤方の理解者の顔が、Oh no, it's Merlin. Yeah, it probably Proto Merlin. No, they can't see. Oh well. Oberon has a kid. Well, in technicality, Shakespeare's Oberon technically has this weird convoluted. But anywho's, it says, don't worry. I'll only talk to one of them, either Castoria or Morgan. Yeah, I'll feel bad for her if I wake her up, so just let her borrow your shoulder, okay? And just don't get eaten. Fine. Yeah, but you better keep quiet about this, I swear. This person right here might be the sole perpetrator that's closing you all in her in this current world. But it seems that when I look at it, when we look at her like this, she's just an ordinary child with a sleepy face. Indeed. I don't. Perhaps it's because of this situation. I must reminisce. My daddy, aka father, from my home side. My father from my home side, aka daddy. I wonder if he would have, looked at me when I was sleeping like this as well. Those are the thoughts that comes to my head. What kind of father was what kind of father was he, Mr. Gordoff? Well, he was a mage first and foremost. I suppose if an outsider or a third party were to see it, he was constantly being yelled at the homunculuses. They were constantly yelling at him. And perhaps there might be a lot of no-nos or negatives or not so good characteristic about man, but there were a lot of places where I could respect for certain. Mujik no atotsugi to naru shugyo wa tsurakatta ga yoi omoi de wa aru. It says, in order to inherit the title of Mujik, the training was rough and difficult. But it is now a distant memory that I look fond back to. To be perfectly honest, I was definitely blessed. I am certain of it. Can I ask, what about you, Kadok? Is that alright? That's perfectly fine with me. Compared to him, mine was just straight cutthroat and simple. I followed a manual, was forced to take over, trained to the brim. He taught me how to do magic, and when the deed was done, he disappeared. That's all there is to it. When it comes to family memories or fond, I've got none of that. In technicality, I've never been abused of violence. I've never been a target of abusive violence. However, I've never been complimented as well. So unfortunately, I don't think we even properly had a proper conversation once. It says, this mage, how did this mage grew up so normally? It's funny because, the thought process is, whatever the fuck Kadok is, that's the regular mage life, right? In technicality, that is the mage life. Dad makes child, dad installs shit to child, dad disappears. GG. You continue the family heritage. Gordov, on the other hand, yeah, I bet he was definitely in the blessed side, right? Because he was number 2 of the homunculus, number 1 being the Eisenburns. And father was willing to do things that normal mage would question because out of curiosity, and he was so self-righteous of himself that he thought he was right, but he never said no for an answer to a suggestion, even that's coming from homunculus, which it really shows if you watch Apocrypha. Like, he is a shitbag, don't get it twisted, but he is a respectable shitbag because he does have some quality to his characteristics. So, Protag, then I gotta ask you the same question. I've heard you lived a normal and ordinary life. Well, I guess normal is the best way to describe it. To be honest, it's hard to explain it in words. Well, no matter who they may be, to try to describe your own father as like that. You can't compare any of them to each other after all. And now coming back to it, talking about good fathers, bad fathers. On top of it all, to become a perfect father. Conversation like that. A very difficult topic to head on or tackle to. That also goes for the same of the father, who's also, that also goes to the father side as well. I just wanted to say that as the representative of the father side.たとえ父親であったものであっても、自分が子供たちや家族にとって良い父親であったのかはわからないままだ。It says, for instance, even though I am a father figure, we will truly never know if they were ever a good if they were a good father figure for the family or even for the children. Unless thinking about a perfect father.少なくとももし私がそのようなものであったなら、きっとあの時、我が子や妻をミスミス。It says, yeah, at least if I was someone of a caliber during that time, I would probably brought my children and my wife too. That's right, Geronimo, you. Sorry. I didn't mean to bring the tension. I didn't mean to bring the tension down because of my comment. He says, "Hey, sorry guys. I know it's a very intriguing and deep topic that you're having fun, but my shoulder's about to give out. I'm at my limit here." It says because because it's in a very stiff location, I'm about to pull a muscle. To be perfectly honest, Masta, you need to trade with me ASAP. I wonder. Ah! It seems that I have fallen asleep all of a sudden. It says, perhaps it's because I'm having such a fun game. I'm perfectly okay. I'm not tired or anything. Huh? What is this atmosphere? I sincerely feel like a comfy cushion that I just had moments ago. I flung it away, but is that just me? It's just you. It says you unconsciously hit a Joe blow of one shot to like fly away a swire or something. Yeah, there was no malice intent, so I'm not gonna get angry. Huh? ひょっとして寝落ちした私を優しくマスターさん、パパが支えたり、支えてくれたりは。I says, oh, is it perhaps that while I was about to fall off from my position, a kind young master papa has held me tightly? I says, I'm due to confidential information, I'm not going to tell the details, but I can tell you that I haven't done anything at all. I see. Oh, I see. I wish that would be the case. Oh. Cosmo Drop is like, I wish that were to happen, Papa. Anywho, it says, yeah, we can't be lounging around here any longer like this. What's wrong with you all? It seems that we used too much of our. It seems that we used a little too much of our time in the trial. With this, I'm going to tell the result right here, right now. What? What? 70? What? You must be joking. Why? You were so happy. I'm not lying. The point systems are all fair and square. It seems the last one was 81. From the last score, it seems that we went down a bit. An unfortunate result. My apologies. No, there's no need for you to apologize, Geronimo. It was a wonderful bonfire party. He's got that correct. To be perfectly honest. Personally, it was very refreshing for me. It says, as the director of Karadea, I will ensure you that. And because of that, I'm not taking any shock damage. You must be joking. You've done a great job, though. I'm not taking any sudden shocks either. I just take it as it goes. As always, living with coexisting with nature is always going to be fun and difficult. And sometimes things occur without the logic of understanding to happen. Nature is nature because there are some locations and things that you just cannot quantify or put it in calculations. Is all I have to say. That if my time here had been a relief and a healing factor for you all, then that itself is a mission accomplished on my end. Last time our score was 81. Depending on the differentiality here, there are a couple of things that we can discuss to maintain for the next one. I don't think our veins. I don't think the meaning here that we. I don't think any of the meaning here was wasted. Ah, 今回が文明的だったからなのか。前回が自然的. It says this time it was naturalistic style. Last time was a civilization style. Civic or civil. Or what? Yeah. Or what sort of other factors created the demerit? Definitely need to dig in on this just a little more for the next time. It says this time. This round was unfair. Kazra-chan's going to leave as she as she essentially repents, right? And just kind of reflect on her actions. So with that said, we'll see you in the next checkpoint. Little one, you just want to enjoy this little shit charade. That's all you are. You're just having fun. It seems that my job is all done. But the fire hasn't gone out yet. So take your time here to rest up and prepare for the next battlefield. Yep, that's what I'll do. I'm gonna take a quick nappy. I've got no objections here. And while that's happening, I would like to ask, while we can, advices for the next challenges, I suppose. Whenever it comes to cleaning or present choosing, I have really not much valuable information to say, but from the conversation we all had, there's a fundamental problem at hand. What does it mean to be a perfect father? So that's an obvious question. We have no clue what that means. I don't know if I should be saying this as a father figure or a person who has a child. I honestly cannot tell you the right answer either. むしろ父親でそういうしかないという状況であることに何かセンスがあるかもしれないが But perhaps because as a father, to say things like that might be a hint or a direction that you can all pivot towards. All I'm telling you is that something is off. Something is different. Something of this setup, the rules of the race of sort, it's a bit distorted. The real reason is hidden. That's what I think. And I genuinely think thinking that and figuring that out will probably lead to a next aha moment, or within the next incident or the next trial, something significant will be unlocked. ふと風に乗って聞こえた、ふと風に乗って聞こえてきた小さな妖精のささやき程度のアドバイスだからね。I just think of it as a minor advice, just like a tiny fairy whispering into you and disappear into the wind in the next. I hope you remember this, though. I hope you remember that. Yeah, so it's essentially remember what's the true objective of this entire event. What this, try to poke holes. What is this game really about? Right. So Geronimo is just saying that keep thinking, keep that in mind.